We're making it fancy schmancy. So today our fancy schmancy dinner is, wait for it, a honey chili glazed spiced ham with a fried ricotta ravioli and a blackberry chutney.
Ooh.
Yes. So sounds super fancy, right? That's what I thought, fancy schmancy. But we are just using like ordinary things that we can easily find at the grocery store for pretty cheap. We're already in our pantries. Our three basic elements, our ricotta, we're gonna do fried ricotta, and we have our sauce that is gonna then complement both the ricotta and our ham. Those with a discerning eye might notice that looks a lot like Spam, and that's what it is, you know, spiced ham, Spam.
I think maybe give me a couple more takes. Make sure to call these raviolis, not ricottas.
But that's what I love. I love ricotta. But that's what I love. So we're gonna start with our blackberry chutney. We've got our tablespoon of oil in our little saucepan on medium heat. We have half a cup of onions and then some red chili pepper flakes, which maybe you notice actually came from takeout pizza. Takeout pizza box. We that's you know, repurposing. Also a little bit of ginger. Searing hot oil here. I cook this up for about 4 to 5 minutes until it gets nice and brown. We're gonna take our fresh blackberries. Now, you can just go straight in for blackberry preserves instead of using fresh blackberries and the sugar that we're gonna add. Or in fact, if you don't wanna make the chutney and you wanna be not quite as fancy schmancy, you can just use blackberry preserves. All right, now we're just gonna let this kind of cook down in here for about 4 or 5 minutes. Like, you know, make a good mess. Like, make sure that you make it fun for yourself later. Okay. Now this is half a cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. So we're gonna just dump this in here. In theory, well, it's like, Gotta give everything sound effects, right? It's the spice of life. The spice of cooking is your spice cabinet. The spice of life is making sound effects for everything. You know, very complex flavors. Easy peasy. You could also probably just use a regular vinegar here. It's a chutney. All right, so we're gonna just let this simmer while it's doing that for like 20 minutes. We're gonna go and start on our ravioli. So we have our bowl of thawed raviolis. These were frozen ones. You could do it from frozen and then you just bake it for longer, or you can just use them fresh, make them fresh, whatever works easily. But these are just super fast, cheap, easy ones out of a bag. We're gonna take an egg, beaten egg, put a little water. We're just gonna coat, nice eggy coat, all these bad boys. It's already fancy. Look at how much more fancy they are just from putting them in an egg wash. We have some plain breadcrumbs that we just added a little bit of onion powder, a little salt, pepper, that sort of thing. Just season it to taste. A couple tablespoons of oil in our pan on medium. So we've got our nice egg washy raviolis, and we're just gonna coat them in the breadcrumb lightly. Shake it off so you don't get a ton of extra breadcrumbs in your oil. And there we go. Oops, I got extra breadcrumbs.
The stalks. To the stalks with you.
So we're not gonna overcrowd the pan so we can easily flip these. We're just basically looking to brown them. Then we're just gonna toss them on a cookie sheet and into the oven. Ooh, again, you gotta have sound effects in life. It's important. It's beautiful, right? So we're just putting them on this baking sheet to put them into the oven to keep them warm. We did actually snack on a few because they're actually really yummy. I'm gonna wipe this out and we're gonna grill up our spiced ham. So I've got ham or Spam or whatever you want to use. We have a little bit more oil on a hot pan. We're gonna take it and we're just gonna get like a nice sear. Okay, smells good so
Yeah,
far.
you've never had Spam,
I've never
right?
had Spam before. I
Yeah.
always heard that it was only served in the finest establishments.
Yeah.
It's nice to actually take some ceremony and show like appreciation for food. I think that's the point of like fine dining. You know, make something nicer for yourself every once in a while for a special occasion. If you're stuck at home for a little while.
It's however brown you want them to be. How brown do you like your Spam?
We're gonna take our honey chili glaze, a quarter cup of honey and 3 tablespoons of water. Pour it over the top here. Ooh, beautiful sizzle. Always lovely. Ooh. Tilt the pan and kind of spoon.
Yeah, that's nice looking.
What a good idea I had. How fancy of me. Going to do some fancy schmancy plating. We're gonna do 5 raviolis. Ooh, beautiful ham steaks. Okay. And then blackberry chutney. And then a nice little, ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that plate, folks. Fancy schmancy. Okay.
Pantry.
Pantry.
I'm really excited. Woo!
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm.
That's very good. Success.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by eating. It's really good. Thanks for tuning in for your first episode of the Fancy Schmancy Pantry. If you want to see more of these, go click on the link for Tabletop Eats. That's our channel with our shows. Make sure you follow us, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, so you can hang out with us some more in the Fancy Schmancy Pantry.
Yeah, and see what we got cooking next.
Let's get cooking.
Yeah.